Today's lesson is lesson 109, multiplying decimal numbers. So if I wanted to find out what 1/10 of 1/10 is, I would have to multiply my two decimal numbers together. Now in multiplying decimal numbers, the cue is to multiply and then count the decimal places. Okay, so the way that works is first I'm going to multiply and ignore my decimal place. So we're just going to pretend that decimal's not there for right now. So I end up with 4 times 3 is 12. Now the second step is to count the decimal places. So I'm going to count how many decimal places there are. So in this case, there is 1 decimal place. Since there's 1 decimal place, I'm going to move my decimal from the outside over 1 place to the left. So my number is 1.2. Okay. I can do it this way as well. So in this case, I'm going to ignore the decimal, pretend it's not there, and I'm just going to do 6 times 3. Well, 6 times 3 is 18. Now I need to count how many decimal places there are. So if I count it, there's 1 decimal place. Okay. So I'm going to make sure, or we could say that there's 1 digit to the right of the decimal place. So that means I need to have 1 digit to the right of the decimal place in my answer. So the answer is going to be 1.8. Okay, this next one, first ignore the decimal. So I end up with 12 times 12, which is 144. Then I'm going to count how many decimal places there are. So the decimal place here is 2 digits. Okay, there are 2 digits to the right of the decimal place. So in my answer, I need to have 2 digits to the right of my decimal place. So that's 1, 2. Okay, try again. 1.4 times 7. Again, just ignore the decimals. So I'm going to do 7 times 4 is 28. Carry my 2. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 is 9. Now I'm going to count how many digits there are to the right of the decimal places. In this case, I have 1 digit here, and I have 1 digit here. So that's a total of 2 digits to the right of the decimal place. So my decimal needs to have 2 digits to the right of it. So I go 1, 2, and put my decimal. So now I have 2 digits to the right of my decimal place. Okay, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.